Hi, my name's Paws from the Yoga Home. Today we'll be doing some shoulder strengthening and mobility. So some of the moves we'll be doing today won't be in your regular practice, as in we'll be doing stuff where I'll ask you to bring your arms behind the back, and you're not really going to be grabbing your hands or clasping, except for some of these interlaced fingers behind the back. Instead, you'll be pressing into the back body and creating strength for the shoulder joint. And instead of you'll get the stretch as well, because they're going to balance it out for you. All right, so before we begin, thank you so much for your subscription. If you're not subscribing, please do. And I'm just grateful to give you this information for free. So let's go. Top of the mat. And we'll begin by just doing some nice gentle sways, okay? Just to get the joints warmed up. You can start bending the knees. And at this point, starting to incorporate a nice steady breath, or just bringing an inhale and exhale, just letting go your day. Whatever you're going through, just kind of swing it out. You can do a little bit of side to side, just to get these shoulders going. So now if you do have any injuries in the shoulders, just really be mindful, because this practice can create a lot of awareness and a lot of opening, but also strengthening for the structure of the joint, okay? All right, so standing in Tadasana, we'll just bring our arms up, inhale, exhale to fold forward and let the head and neck relax, bend the knees, grabbing onto opposite elbows. And just let your head and neck relax. Your head will feel really kind of heavy here. Let it drop towards the ground. And just breathing in and out. You can shake your head out, maybe sway the upper body a little bit. And then stepping back, both feet. You'll lower down your knees down to the ground, sit back into your heels, into a child's pose position. Just for a couple breaths here to settle the body and mind. And letting go of your day. And if this is the morning for you, just kind of coming into the body, that awareness of a new day. Setting any intentions for your practice. Yeah, so next inhale, we'll go into more of a puppy pose position with the forehead still on the ground. So if you're not going into puppy pose, stay here in child's pose. So lifting the hips off of the heels. Stretching out. And then I'll ask you to lift up just a little to get that, walk your hands over to the right side of the mat. So now you'll start to really feel that length on the left side, the rib cage all the way down to the hip, under the armpit. Good. Moving all the way over to the left side. Now you'll feel the opening on the right side body. Good. And coming back. And just pressing the toes in the ground and sitting back, and just give a little bit of a sway through the arms. Shake that out. Finding downward facing dog, hands are shoulder distance, hips lift up. And just walking in one spot. So you'll feel this in the ankles, the knees, the backs of the legs. And then making your way up towards the front of the mat. So the feet are hip distance. Inhale, halfway lift. And then folding forward, exhale. Inhale to rise up. And exhale, arms beside the body in Tadasana. Let's go through a sun salutation A. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale to fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step both feet back. Plank pose. Take an inhale here. And the modified version of this, unless you know chaturanga, you can go for it, is lowering the knees to the ground, looking forward, bend the elbows, come to your belly, tops of the feet press, lift the chest, baby cobra. If you're doing up dog, go for it. And then downward facing dog. Let the head and neck relax. Pressing palms into the earth. Nice steady breath. Steady gaze. Good, last breath. Look forward, stepping both feet, hip distance. Inhale, halfway lift. And fold forward, exhale. Let the head and neck relax. Good, inhale to rise. And exhale, arms release. Okay, now we'll be doing those Gomukhasana arms, but not clasping the hands. We're just warming up the shoulders. So you'll have one elbow, the top arm, it will bend the elbow towards the sky, the other one's bending down towards the ground. And mimicking as though your hands are going to come onto your back, but they're not. Okay, so just moving through this, breathing and warming up the shoulders in this position. Good. One more. Okay, Tadasana. Open the palms towards the front. Inhale, arms up. Exhale to fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. And stepping just the left foot back for low lunge. Right knee bends, left knee can come down to the ground. Now you're bringing your right arm all the way over to the side, so you're getting a side body. Left hand comes into the ground, pressing the feet into the ground, opening up that chest. Okay, let's go to the other side. Right hand comes to the ground, left arm up and over. And then sending the hips back so you feel this hamstring get nice and open and stretched. Good. Stepping back to downward facing dog. Just for one breath. And then the left foot steps forward for low lunge on the other side. Right knee is down. We'll lean into the right hand. Left arm comes up and over. And then the left hand is down, right arm up. Feeling into that side. Good. And then hips back. Really stretch out that left leg. Okay, so let's step the right foot up. So you're at the top of the mat again. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale to come back up. And exhale, release the arms. Okay, so stepping your feet so you're about a leg's distance apart. We'll turn to face the front. So you're in a high lunge position. Okay, so the front knee bends. The back toes can press right into the ground. Back leg is strong. And you're separated enough through the legs so that you're not on like a balancing beam. Okay, it's more like a train track situation. Okay, so imaginary bar, you know, the ones at the gym where you pull down those lap bars. You'll be doing cactus arms, so 90 degrees, and you're pulling down. So inhale, exhale. When you pull down, you'll really feel the engagement through the back body, all the way through the backs of the arms, the rhomboids in the back. And as you're doing this, your navel center is coming in and up, so your core is nicely engaged. Inhale, exhale. Go slow, feel that engagement through the back. Again, inhale, exhale. Good, one more. Nice. Okay, let's just switch sides so you can switch into your high lunge. Bend the front knee, back legs nice and strong. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, bend the elbows. Squeezing back body. Arms up, exhale, bend. Let's just do one more. Good, swing it out. And turn and come just into your Tadasana. Okay, so this is where the arms are now coming in front, and we'll get a nice stretch for it in eagle arms. So swing the left elbow under the right. I want you to, if you're not wrapping around and grabbing your hands, you can just hug yourself here and really get a nice stretch through the outer arms and the back body. So if you are bending at the elbows, maybe you're touching the backs of the hands or wrapping all the way around to catch the palms. Okay, if you're in full eagle, Gomukhasana arms, Gomukhasana, this is eagle, not cow face. So eagle pose, Garudasana arms, lifting the elbows, hands away from the face. You're feeling a bit up through the back body, so there's a bit of an engagement there, but you're lifting the elbows up. Good, squeezing the energy towards the midline. And now tilt your hands to one side as your head goes to the other side. Getting a nice little neck stretch. Good. And coming back. And then other side. Tilt to one side. Stretch the other side of the neck. Good. Remember which arm was on top, so we'll switch it up. And now the left elbow will be on top of the right. Okay, just swing it out. Shake, shake, shake. Once again, you can hug yourself or wrap all the way around. Once you connect, start to squeeze towards the midline. Lift the elbows high. Hands move away from the face. Tilt to one side. Let your head sink to the other. Good. Back to center, other side. Good. Deep breath. And exhale. Okay, so let's now separate the feet so they're in Prasarita Padottanasana legs, so about a leg's distance. We'll bring ourselves back into those eagle arms. This time we're going to be folding. So if you want to protect your back, you can engage the core, bend the knees if you need to, and only come down really halfway. We don't have to fold all the way here. So again, left under right, wrap around, exhale, fold. Good. I like to bend my knees a little just to really get into the hips. I can feel that into the inner hip. Good. Inhale. Arms up, swing the left over now, over top, right under, and fold. Same thing, supporting the back, engaging the core, bending the knees. Good, and we'll fold forward here, hands to the ground. Just relax the head and neck. Good, hands to the waist. Inhale to rise. Okay, shake it out. So this time our arms are going back behind. You're bending at the elbows. And you'll be placing the back sleeve of your hands to the back body. So you can press the backs of the hands. When you do that, you can start to feel the front of the head of the shoulder, like where the deltoids are in the front here, the anterior part. You can start to feel that head of the humerus go back. But when that happens, we tend to puff out here, stick our tailbone and belly out. So what we want to do is knit those front rib cage in, right? So you're knitting that together in and down, and that neutralizes the pelvis a little bit. So let's go for it. One hand is on the top, maybe the other bottom hand is at the sacrum. You're kind of pressing into the back body, feeling some strength in the arms and the shoulder joints. And then neutralizing that pelvis, drawing the navel center in and up. Good, let's switch the other hand. So if you were like this, now you're going to switch like that. So now my other hand goes below, pressing in. All right, shake it out. So let's come back just into Tadasana. Now with the Gomukhasana arms, with the cow face arms, you know how we were just warming up like this? This time now you're going to hold it and press. Okay, so this top hand will probably, depends on where your mobility is probably going to press right either at the neck or maybe the middle of the shoulder blades. The bottom hand goes around like maybe the lower back or sacrum or wherever you're at. You're just not clasping the hands. Get nice and grounded through the feet. Okay, one elbow's up, one elbow's down. And then the neck is nice and long, side body, neutral pelvis again, belly in. And then press against the back body, feeling the strength. Good, release, switch. Press and engage. Good, exhale. Okay, we'll bring those feet back out about a leg's distance, maybe a little bit more for warrior two. So turn your right toes open towards the front. Start to bend your right knee. Back leg's nice and strong, back foot's about 90 degrees. Okay, so just make sure you can see your big toe in the front, traction that knee joint and the patella towards the pinky side of the foot. Arms reach up, interlace your fingers behind the back. So instead of going straight sideways or straight forward to the front, you can shift your torso so it's a little bit diagonal. Okay, so drawing the hands, now you can grab onto your wrists or your elbows. Just try to get your chest nice and open. If you are clasping your hands, starting to straighten those elbows. And then, of course, if you want to use a strap, you can use a strap as well. Now, don't forget about the legs. I know we're focusing on the arms today, but really anchoring and rooting those feet into the earth, feeling that back leg nice and strong. The right knee's moving towards the pinky side of the toe. Good, let's release the hands. Slide the left hand back down the leg, and the right palm comes up towards the sky and back. And then we'll move right into side angle, right elbow and forearm on the right leg, left arm reaches out. Opening up the chest. Keep rooting down through that back edge of the foot. Good. Inhale to rise. Turn the right toes, left toes turn open. Warrior 2 on the left side. Finding a nice position for the torso, so you're lining up head, heart, and hips. Okay, so pull back if you feel like you're too forward. Well, this one's a little bit tight for me today. Let's bring the arms back, interlace the fingers. Lift the chest. Nice and strong through that back leg. Good. Release the clasp. Left palm up to the sky. Reach up and back. Good. Left arm down and right arm all the way stretching through from pinky hand to pinky toe. Good. Inhale. Turn those toes. Swing the arms out. Ooh, okay, so let's start to face towards the front. We'll step back, find our downward facing dog. So hands down to the ground. Step the foot back. Walk it out. And come into the plank pose. Inhale. Exhale, lower down all the way to your belly. Reaching the arms out in front. You'll flip your palms up so they're facing upwards. Lifting arms and legs. Stay here as the arms move. So you're going to start to flip the palms to the ground when they're beside you, and then all the way back, flipping the palms up to the sky. Let's bring them back, okay? So turning the palms down when it's T position, and then flipping them up when the arms are above you, above your head. One more. Let's go. Keep lifting the chest. Keep lifting the legs. And then back towards the front. Good. Okay. Let's just come into a little bit of a cat-cow position, just to move through the spine. Any tension in the neck. Inhale. And exhale to round. So this next shoulder stretch is can be quite intense for some people. You'll be lying flat. And let me show you with the left arm first, because you can kind of see that side. So the left elbow will be at 90 degrees. Okay, 90 degrees. The elbow. And then the shoulder on the ground. And you're looking to the other side. And all you're going to do is use this right hand to kind of support you wherever that is, usually just beside the mat. And then slowly roll into this left arm. You can use your right toe to kind of move your hips and lift the hips off a little. Head is down. I don't want you to twist and go all the way over to the other side and lift your hips up. That's just a little too much. So let's just do a gentle stretch here. The arms are just kind of, or at least the left one's a cactus arm. And then let's go into this right side. If the shoulder doesn't drop all the way down to the ground, don't worry about it. And this left knee might lift up too. I kind of look a little bit funny when I get into this, but whatever works for you. And you really want to put pressure of that right palm or whatever side you're stretching, just to give it a bit of support. Be gentle though, this one could be very intense. Good, and then we'll come back, press into a child's pose, but this time the arms are beside the legs. So knees are shoulder distance, hip distance. So the shoulders can just roll over top and relax down. Deep breath in and out. Let those shoulder joints soften and relax. Good, one more breath. And we'll start to make our way down to our back body. So next week we'll be doing more of hip stability and strengthener. And opening. So you'll probably want to, if you're really needing the hip stuff, we'll do one hip opener here before Shavasana, but this was more of a shoulder focus. So you'll just have to go on to that next video. So let's bring our right foot flexed onto the left leg, the right knee's out to the side in a reclined pigeon. Interlacing the fingers behind the left leg, and then just softening the shoulders down. Just an important piece here, keeping that right foot flexed so the ankle and knee are in alignment. And then just relaxing the breath and any tension in the jaw. Good. Other side. Feeling that stretch in the outer hip. Good. And then release. And just for sake of how to feel where the shoulders are at, come into a cactus arm for a second with both elbows at 90 degrees. Now, if you've had different injuries in the past, you'll start to feel some of the limitations there if it doesn't quite come down to the ground or relax into the mat, or maybe the hands are hovering. That's okay. Just see where you're at. We'll stretch the arms up above the head. And then bring them around the knees. Pull in, nice little ball. Bring the head towards the knees. And come right into Shavasana as you stretch your legs out, arms out to the side, palms facing upwards. And just let everything settle. Deep breath in. Exhale out. Allowing your body to relax, the mind relaxes. From head to toe, softening the eyes, tongue, jaw, neck, both shoulders, hips, knees, ankles, your feet, completely settling the whole body. Just enough time to really reset that nervous system. If you do have longer for Shavasana, I would invite you to do a little bit longer. Okay, they're often a lot shorter on my YouTube videos, but I like to stay here at least 5 minutes. So taking some deeper breaths back into the body. And start to move the fingers and toes, maybe the ankles and wrists. Reaching the arms up, pulling the knees into the chest. And we'll roll over to our side body. Take a breath here. And coming back up to seated. Cross-legged, whatever's comfortable for you. Just settle in here for a second. I know we didn't get our hips done, but this is a really nice kind of hip opener if you're even folding forward. So bring your chest nice and high. Side body's lengthening. Drop the chin down gently. Relax the shoulders. Hands are comfortable on the knees or the lap. Just pay attention to your breath. We just want to gradually come out of a practice, out of Shavasana, nice and slow and back into the world. So I like to finish with one Om at the end of the practice. If you don't like doing the Om, you can just listen along or turn off the video. It's a really nice way to just connect to that vagus nerve and reset the body and the nervous system. Inhale. Deep breath in and exhale. Good. Bowing in towards your heart center in gratitude of this practice and the teachings. And our mobility and strength in our shoulders. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Very blessed that you joined along in this practice today, and I hope to see you on other videos. If this helped, maybe share it with a friend or a family member or a loved one. Thank you so much. Namaste.